Looking for an attractive bind-off that will stretch as far as knit one, purl one ribbing or brioche ribbing? Try the Italian bind-off, a sewn bind-off method worked with a tapestry needle. Not only does it stretch, but it also mimics the knit one, purl one rhythm of the stitch patterns and creates the illusion that the stitches flow continuously over the edge. You'll need a tapestry needle and a tail of yarn at least 3 times the length of the span to be bound off. Thread the tail on the tapestry needle and let's start binding off. Insert the tapestry needle through the first stitch, a knit stitch, as if to purl, and draw the yarn through, leaving the stitch on the needle. Insert the tapestry needle through the second stitch, a purl stitch, as if to knit, through to the back, and draw through, leaving the stitch on the needle. Bring the tapestry needle around to the front of the work and insert through the first stitch knitwise and draw through, dropping the stitch off the needle. Insert the tapestry needle into the second stitch, a knit stitch, purlwise, and draw the yarn through, leaving the stitch on the knitting needle. Insert the tapestry needle into the first stitch purlwise and draw the yarn through, dropping this stitch off the knitting needle. Insert the tapestry needle from back to front between the first and second stitches and draw the yarn through. Insert the tapestry needle into the second stitch as if to knit and draw the yarn through, leaving the stitch on the knitting needle. Now repeat. Insert through the first stitch knitwise and drop the stitch off the needle. Insert into the second stitch purlwise and leave the stitch on the knitting needle. Insert into the first stitch purlwise and drop the stitch off the needle. Insert from back to front between the first and second stitches and draw the yarn through. Insert into the second stitch as if to knit and leave the stitch on the knitting needle. As you work, be sure to keep your sewing yarn underneath your needle tips as you work. You do not want the sewing yarn to cross over the top of the needles. Keep working until all of your stitches are bound off. Then use your tapestry needle to tighten up the stitches you created until they match the tension of the knitted fabric, not too tight and not too loose. The Italian bind-off makes such an attractive and stretchy edge. Give it a try and let us know what you think in the comments.